Today, we're going to talk about a way that you might be limiting your financial abundance. And of course, nobody who's into the law of attraction wants to be limiting themselves in any way. I mean, everybody's working towards keeping an optimal mindset and positive thinking and clearing out limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. And all of this absolutely can be very powerful in creating the financial abundance that you've been dreaming of having. However, they all lack one element, and that is the one element that can supercharge how much financial abundance you bring in on a regular basis. I like to call it regularly receivable riches. And this is income you can count on month after month, for example. And it's different than the unexpected or maybe expected or at least manifested check that comes in the mail. And that's wonderful, and it's evidence of our manifestational work. However, you know the old statement of the concept of the rich get richer. So if you knew that you were going to be receiving a check in the mail every month, wouldn't you then get even more excited, and you might expect that and even more, and you start to build upon that because you know it's easy for it to come because it came before. And so it's just it then it helps you. It's more evidence that allows you to build upon your ability, your belief in being able to bring more in. So it works with our positive thinking and our manifestational mindset to be able to have this other element, which I haven't identified yet, but we will get there. But before we go there, I want to let you know that I totally understand why anyone would think that they can manifest just through positive mindset alone. I mean, almost all of the law of attraction gurus that are well known out there talk about money mindset and removing your blocks to abundance and putting yourself in a high vibrational place. And that would seem like it would be enough to generate you financial abundance. Except for as many times as that has worked for you and for everybody else, there, I could almost guarantee, have been an equal amount of times where it didn't work, or at least it didn't work on the timeline that you had hoped for. So I'm not saying that mindset alone can't work. The point of this video is, however, whether it limits you just to use that as your only tool in manifesting more financial abundance in your life. Secondly, on the flip side, there are super wealthy people who have never once uttered the words law of attraction. They never watched The Secret, and they never once did a money mindset meditation. And so what happened there? That they are regularly receiving riches. And of course, just because they aren't thinking in terms of law of attraction doesn't mean law of attraction isn't at play. It certainly is. But there's a missing piece that they have that broke manifestors do not have. And I will tell you what it is. The missing piece is called action. So I'm not knocking optimal money mindset at all. I think it's a very important piece and an element to have. But I'm saying as equally powerful is this other piece, this action piece over here. And once we combine the two, talk about being able to massively amplify your abundance. And action doesn't have to be this huge, intense thing. Sometimes action is one step. Action might be buying a lottery ticket. Action might be getting the impulse to go to a conference and network with people who end up becoming part of your manifestational journey. However, I'm going to introduce you now to a very specific type of action, and that is the action of setting up what I have deemed abundance delivery systems. And those are systems or channels where you help to make it easier for the universe to bring you regularly receivable riches. And here's the hidden secret. All of the law of attraction gurus and all of the wealthiest people in the world use abundance delivery systems, even though they haven't used that exact label for them. And I can absolutely guarantee you that none of these people have gotten wealthy through positive thinking alone. They have also used action. They have taken action, regular and repeated action. Here are some examples. Let's take a look at Abraham, Esther, and Jerry Hicks. As many of you know, Jerry Hicks is the late husband of Esther Hicks, and when they met, as the story goes, he was already doing very well financially through his involvements in a network marketing business. And anyone who's ever done network marketing can tell you they did not do it through positive thinking alone. There are action steps involved. Abraham Hicks regularly takes action through hosting gatherings, creating content, and delivering messaging on an ongoing basis that has helped many, millions of people, in fact, to understand and greater appreciate the law of attraction and how it operates in their lives. And of course, inspired action is never frowned upon by Abraham Hicks either. Let's take a look at a couple of other well-known people like Tony Robbins or Grant Cardone. And although they have money mindset mastered, certainly their skills, services, and products have brought a great deal of value to the people that they serve. And this has brought them a great deal of wealth. And I can guarantee you that they put a ton of action into their businesses, as do the people who work for them. Another perfect example is the late, great Bob Proctor, and he certainly talked about the law of attraction, but he also talked about 11 other laws, and many of those laws, when you start to apply them in your daily life, involve, you guessed it, action. Now, this message about action being a key element in manifesting regularly receivable riches can really create a lot of different emotions in different people. And we're just going to talk about a couple of them here because we want to acknowledge that some people are going to feel good about it at first. Some people are going to be a little bit taken aback by this concept of action because people have been told, wait, you can do this by positive thought. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because you're here. If you've gotten this far into this video, you certainly are someone who's looking to make it as easy as possible to create the greatest amount of financial abundance. And I don't want you going forward in life going about it in a certain way that isn't going to bring you the most amount of financial abundance in the shortest amount of time. So I want to help you get rid of all the barriers that are keeping you from being able to live the life that you deserve to live. So let's talk about some of those emotions. Now, anxiety and overwhelm, certainly not surprising that the concept of taking certain action steps for people could be really emotionally debilitating because it brings people to the concept of, okay, am I going to be good enough at this? Or I have no idea where to start. All of these normal responses, and certainly those emotions that you're feeling, those are things we can help you with. And that's one of the topics we focus on in our Amplify Your Abundance Facebook group. It's a free group, and you can just go to teamlifecore.com/AYA, which is short for Amplify Your Abundance. You can see it on the screen there. And then we can help you with that because we don't want that to be a barrier for you as you're creating abundance as you go forward in your life. Now, on the other hand, some people are really liberated by the concept of, wait, I can use action to help increase my ability to manifest more and have regularly receivable riches. And it's almost like a whole light going off for them and saying, holy smokes, I didn't even know that there was this piece. And maybe they kept their money making action and endeavors kind of over in their own little category in their mind, and they kept their manifesting by thought in a separate category. I did that for a long time, so I can totally relate. But when you realize you can actually use them together to create so much more, and this is when the fun starts to begin. In fact, that was one thing I said when I really got back into this. I said, because I had put law of attraction off for some time because I hadn't connected the two. And when I finally did, I said, whoa, I got to get back into this. I have to help people with this because why would I keep this information to myself and when there's so much out there? everybody deserves to have so much more financial abundance. And so I just wanted to help make it easier for people to be able to receive that in their lives. And so that's that feeling. And then some people might be angry because they were like, wait, why didn't anyone tell me this before? And I didn't get this, and I only had half the picture. That's normal. That's totally normal. I can guarantee you that no law of attraction gurus were trying to kind of not give you the whole picture. It's just that some people are just niched down into the thought part, and it's really good because those people have been able to help us with a really fundamental piece of all of this. But there is this other piece over there, which we normally call like the entrepreneurial world. And then we keep the manifesting world over here. But when you bring them together, it's wild. So my goal with you here in this video, and also if you come over to our Amplify Your Abundance group, is to help you get past any of that emotional stuff that's weighing you down and keeping you from realizing your potential to create regularly receivable riches. Because you deserve, as I said before, you deserve to have the life that you want to live. And although money certainly does not bring us happiness, it makes the pathway to aligning ourselves with what we want in our lives to be so much easier. And we have fewer stops along the way where you have to go create the money or go find the money. So to be able to walk through that next portal of creating your dream life. And life is short. So we don't want people having to wait around. It's more fun. It's more fun to have things manifest more rapidly, especially when you've been waiting and working at this for a really long time. And we want to have fun in life. We don't want to be like going through the drudgery and, oh, maybe I can get there someday, because that just takes away all of your fun, all of your energy, all of your vibration, all of your positive vibes. We don't need that. So it's just so much more fun to get there without all the barriers. And I understand like the concept of, oh yes, we can learn and grow through the hard points. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we all, if you're watching this far into this video, you've had enough of financial hardship in your life to not want to struggle anymore to get and put more into your vortex so you could get to that higher level of financial abundance potential. I think you're ready. Tell me if you feel ready. Just write the word ready in the comments below, because I know 99.99% of you are thinking, I'm ready, Lauren, just tell me what to do. And I will tell you what to do in the Amplify Your Abundance group. It's going to be a lot easier than you ever thought. That I can tell you. I don't connect people to opportunities that are hard to do. I specifically have handpicked opportunities, or what we call abundance delivery systems, that are easy for almost everybody to do. So you can absolutely continue to manifest by positive thinking alone, and there's no judgment. There's nothing wrong with that. And I would say if it's working to the extent that you want it to work for you, I wouldn't suggest changing anything. However, if you consider yourself pretty good at money mindset and you've had some manifestational wins along the way, and yet you're still struggling to get to that level of financial abundance that you've wanted, then I would say there's room for growth and expansion. So if you want to go from being a struggling manifester to becoming a wealthy receiver, and you're ready to take manifesting your financial abundance to an entirely new level, you're invited to join my Amplify Your Abundance Facebook group. And keep this in mind. You actually, in part, have manifested this opportunity. And all you need to do to unlock it is taking the simple action step of joining the group. Easy, right? And for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Lauren Sonnenberg with Team Life Core, and I'm here to help you amplify your abundance, because you deserve to live the life you've always dreamed of living.